Hello everybody, and today is Sunday, September 7th. Welcome to Enjoy the Movies, where I now put in my 2 cents about movies. Now, sorry to say, the last bunch of videos that I've been putting up have not been movie reviews, only because I went to PAX last weekend, so about one week ago today, I was still in Seattle. Well, actually about this time I was probably on planes flying back, but anyway, I'm going to try to do 5 movies today, because that's how far behind I am. And let's see what we can get done, alright? So let's just dive right in and start with Drillbit Taylor. This movie is a silly comedy, pretty much stars Owen Wilson as this guy who pretty much helps protect these 3 little kids from bullies at their school, at their high school, and it's their first year, so they're freshmen. And anyway, the story doesn't really get anywhere. They have a lot of little ridiculous, gimmicky type scenes, and they don't really work out, really, in my personal opinion. You get a couple laughs, but it's not really that funny, so yeah, Drillbit Taylor, I don't really recommend it. I don't think it's that great. Slightly amusing, maybe if you're drinking some alcohol or something, but other than that, I'd probably say don't worry about it, it's not such a huge deal. Okay, next movie I want to talk about, Empire Records. Now, I've heard a lot of things about this movie, Empire Records. It's in the comedy section, it's rated a comedy. I started watching it, it didn't seem too bad. I actually thought that all the interactions, the drama, the acting, storytelling was actually pretty good. The problem was, it's not funny at all. Pretty much throughout the entire movie, it's just a drama. And it's a good movie, so I'd recommend it, but don't expect it to be a comedy. It's not going to be funny. I barely laughed. It does have a couple of attractive women, which is a huge reason why I definitely wanted to, watch it while it was going on. But I expected to laugh, so it wasn't quite where I expected it to be. Big stars, Renee Zellweger and Liv Tyler. So, also if you know who Anthony LaPaglia is, he's in that too. So, honestly, I never really knew who Anthony LaPaglia was. I think, I don't know if they're related, but Jonathan LaPaglia, the guy who played in 7 Days, way back, if you remember that sci-fi show on UPN about the guy. Anyway, I digress. That's a totally different show, but I like sci-fi. And anyway, so that was Empire Records. I'd say it's a good movie. Probably more of a drama, though, so if you're expecting a comedy, don't watch it. Let's see, what else? Oh, The Wizard. Now, I had watched this 2 weeks ago. However, they were playing it at a theater during PAX, so I could have watched it again, except I decided not to because honestly, the movie was pretty bad. I ended up watching this movie because it's an 80s movie about video games, and I loved all the scene with video games, and it was great, but the actual watching of the movie, it's pretty, standard cookie-cut 80s children's movie with video games, and the huge problems that I had with it were pretty much at the end. I won't give it away, although at this point, because it's an 80s movie, I guess there's no giving anything away. But Super Mario Bros. 3 was one of the big games played near the end, and pretty much it's about these 3 kids going on a big road trip and going to this big video game competition to win it, because there's this little kid who's like a I don't know, savant at video games, so he's amazingly great. But the scoring and how it works at the end and what he does, it's like, it's supposed to be this brand new game being released at the time, Super Mario Bros. 3, but he knows about these secrets that, we all know now, but we didn't know right when it first came out. So, anyway, yeah, that's The Wizard. So, while I was watching this, at some point one of my friends hit the controller and set it to 1.5 at about, a third of the way through the movie. And the rest of the movie is actually really good in 1.5. I mean, it's not it doesn't change the quality of the movie, but it was much more amusing and a lot more entertaining and not quite as bad as probably if it was going to play normally. So, The Wizard, I'm going to say it's not good. I enjoyed it, but it's not good. So, that's The Wizard. Alright, next movie I want to talk about is actually a movie that I watched at PAX. Now, this movie was called Nerdcore Rising, and if you guys haven't heard of Nerdcore before, it's pretty much this style of hip-hop rapping where the lyrics are all like nerdy, geeky, culture-related, or science and math-related, or, computer technology-related. So, it's actually pretty funny, but what this movie was about, it's pretty much a documentary done about the front-running group of Nerdcore called Frontalot. So if you've ever heard of Frontalot, if not, you can go search on it. Or you can look at one of my PAX videos. I think there's a couple of songs with them in there. But anyway, so Nerdcore Rising, it was a very well done documentary. I actually liked it a lot. Definitely recommend if you get a chance to watch it. It's highly independent, and the director-producer who is there, she gave the intro and saying documentaries are not very, how do you say, money, you can't make any money off of making documentaries. So basically she was like, oh, buy my merchandise, buy the movie, you know, donate, and that was cool. Anyway, so that's Nerdcore Rising. I actually definitely think it's worth a watch if you're into the nerdy, geeky culture. If you're anybody else, probably don't worry about it. But, you know, if you like clever, witty lyrics about nerdy, geeky things, like Weird Al stuff, I mean, it's pretty much that, but hip-hop, rappy stuff. So, Nerdcore. Oh, and the main guy who does it, who does all the rapping in the Frontalot group, he says that their symbol is this. So it's the letter N in ASL. So, but I would imagine that's for Nerdcore. That stands for Nerdcore. But anyway, all right. So that's that, and that was PAX. All right, I'm stop talking about PAX now. But it took such a huge weekend. It was such a great time, and it was fun and everything. I mean, you can watch all my other videos if you're interested, but if you're not and you don't care, don't worry about it. Okay, last movie I want to talk about today is Jack. I'd watched this a few days ago, so it's still fresh in my mind, but it's pretty much this comedy movie starring Robin Williams. He plays this 10-year-old boy who has this aging, I don't know, syndrome or disease. I don't even know exactly what it is, but pretty much he genetically ages, not genetically, biologically ages about 4 times quicker than your typical person. So by the time he's mentally the age of 10, he is physically the age of like 40. So anyway, that was pretty interesting. Needless to say, I like this movie a lot. Thought it was very good. It's pretty much about him being the 10-year-old boy and struggling through, you know, going to school and fitting in and, you know, just being with other kids. And it's just, I guess it's a strange situation just because he looks really old, but he doesn't fit in with all these other kids. And there's a couple other people in it too, like Bill Cosby was in there. I was surprised. Jennifer Lopez was in there. I was surprised with that. And I thought that they all did a pretty good job. So overall, definitely give Jack a thumbs up. Definitely recommend. If you easily cry, it gets a little kind of teary a little bit at certain points during the movie, but it's definitely worth a watch. So Jack, it's an older movie. Came out like 10, 12 years ago. But it was very good. So anyway, overall, Drillbit Taylor, Boo, Empire Records, not bad, but not a comedy. The Wizard, boo, but I liked it. Nerdcore Rising, definitely recommend, worth a watch. Not for everybody though, so depending who you are. And then Jack, definitely recommend, pretty good comedy drama, but mostly a comedy. So, all right, hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I'll be able to watch more movies so I can do more of these. So, have a nice night, enjoy the movies.